Alright guys, we're here with a Liberty Trike front motor and fork. For our purposes today we have it off the bike. We're just going to be showing you how to remove the wheel and reinstall the wheel for anybody that might have to change their tire or change their rotors. Brian is going to do this for us today. So a couple tools you're going to want here is you're going to want a 21 millimeter socket. It's kind of hard to see, it's 21 millimeters. 4 millimeter Allen wrench, 5 millimeter Allen wrench, and then we've got retaining clips in here we're going to want to get out. So you're going to want a flathead or some type of pick to pick them out, and we'll show you that when we get there. So first, just pull off your rubber caps, and Brian is removing the caliper. You're going to want the caliper out of the way. It's going to be the easiest way to get the wheel off. Okay, so you see he just left the bottom bolt on. That way it just hangs down, the rotor's clear, and we can loosen the axle nuts and pull the rest out. So once the nuts are off, you're going to see in here we have this flat washer. Brian's actually going to pry it off because sometimes it gets a little stuck on there. Okay, so once the flat washer's off, that's going to show us our C-lock right here. So that's actually going to be seated down in the channel of the fork. So that's where you're going to need your flathead or your pick at, and you'll see here Brian's going to pop it out, slide it off. Now on this side, the washer, again, just slide that right off. Now we want to get this guy here off. This is we call that a Mickey Mouse. It's just an extra precaution to hold the wheel in place. That's where you're going to need your 4 millimeter for. And then behind that is our C-lock, and again just pop that out. Okay, with all that done, now we're able to pull the wheel off of the fork. So now you can do whatever you need to do, change your tire, change your rotor, change your pads and your caliper if you need. So at this point now we're going to show you just how to reinstall it. So we're going to drop it right back into the dropouts. Make sure your inner washer is placed and your other inner washer is in place. And you're going to want to make sure that the motor cable is pointing to the back. So that'll be the long end of your fender. We're going to reinstall our C-locks, and they just slide on. Then after, on this side, we're going to reinstall our Mickey Mouse. Then we'll put on our flat washer and our nut. Same thing on the other side. Okay, now we're gonna, at this point right here, all you're gonna do is you're gonna crank these down to nice and snug. You wanna, you don't have to go crazy, but you do want to be pretty snug. We're gonna skip that because we're gonna move on to the last part here, and that's just reinstalling the rotor. So now once you have these cranked down, you can put on your rubber caps, put your caliper back in place, and you may at this point have to do a small adjustment to your caliper so that your rotor doesn't rub. It should, for the most part, when you put it all back together, rub pretty freely, if it rubbed freely to begin with. Ours is a new setup here, so we have rub, so at this point we would have to do our adjustment, and that would be this screw right here and this screw down here, and then we can manipulate the caliper to free it up off of the rotor. But in any case, that is how we replace the motor on a Liberty Trike front end.